Let's have a look at Part B for Harrington 2022 production budget. So it's saying prepare a raw materials purchase budget in kgs and euros. So we have already calculated as part of Part A how many units of golden we need, how many units of Portland we need. But to produce 1 unit of golden and Portland, we need to have material A and material B. So it tells us how much of material A we need for golden and Portland, how much material B we need for golden and Portland. So now we need to do a budget for it. So for golden, we have found out we need 15,110. And for material A, we need 6 kgs of that. So just going to multiply it out. And for material B, 15,110 multiplied by golden, material B multiplied by 9. And then for Portland, Portland was 8,325 from Part A. 8,325. And for Portland, for material A, we need 8. 325. And for Portland, for material B, so Portland, material B, we need 12. And I'm just going to add these two together to find out what's the total amount of material for A and B we need. And then we're going to add on our closing stock and take away our opening stock. So the closing stock that we have in material A at the end of the year, it's going to be 10% less than our opening stock. So our opening stock here is 9,400. Now I'm just going to put in equals 9,400. Multiply that by 90 because it's 10% less, so it's only 90% that we need. So it's going to save doing my calculation. You could take 10%, multiply by 9,400 and then take it away from 9,400, but I'm just doing it in one step. So for material B, it's going to be 6,800. Multiply that by 90% because it's 10% less. That's going to give me 6,112. So I'm going to add that closing stock on to the amount of material that I need, because we have it at the end of the year in our stock rooms. And then I'm going to take away my opening stock. So my opening stock is 9,400. So that opening stock is going to be used throughout the year. So we're going to get rid of it. So taking it away from each other because we've used our opening stock. What we've done so far is we've found out how much material A we need for Part A. So for material A for golden, by taking the 15,110 multiplied by 6, so we need material A for golden needs 6 kgs. We do the same for material B, 15,110 multiplied by 9. So for golden for material B, we need 9 kgs. And then for Portland for material A, 8,325. So Portland 8,325 multiplied by 8 kgs. And then for material B then 8,305 multiplied by 12, taken from here. So we found out how many units we need from Part A. So 15,110 and 8,325. We added these together to get the total figure we need for material A and for material B. And then we took away our closing stock. We added on our closing stock. So our closing stock is going to be 10%, decrease of 10% from their opening levels. So our opening stock of raw materials is 9,400. We multiply that by 0.9. And for material B, 8,600, we multiply that by 0.9 as well. And then we took away our opening stock to find out how much material we actually need for material A and for material B. And the last thing then is to find it in units, in euros, because that's what it's asked us to do in the question. So we know that material A is worth €5.50 during the year and material B is worth 7. So we multiply the figures that we've calculated so far by €5 and by €7. and that's going to give us the figures then. It's going to cost us to buy material A and material B. So it's 859,760 euros for material A and 1,646,475 for material B, and we need 156,320 of material A and 235,210 for material B. So that's part B done. Remember, your figures are taken from stock of raw materials and the figures that you got from question A. And remember that when we're looking at the price, you're looking at the price for raw materials during this year and not the closing price up here that's given to the question, or the opening price that's given to the question. This is the value of our closing figure for material A and for material B. So that's part B done for Harrington 2022 production budgets.